So does Def not have a mic?
Alright, just gonna wait for people to come in. TwitchMasta123 readied up, and Mostly's readied up. Okay, that's pretty cool. Also, good job on the chat bot. Looking pretty professional, pretty cool. You. So, I have to say, this is going to be a really exciting race. I know I say that about every tournament, basically, but both players are exceedingly good at SMW.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, TwitchMasta, he's a 7th seed. Pretty decent seed. Of course, based on his new Starworld time, no Cape, no Starworld, 96. He's just pretty much amazing at every category. And very modest about his ability also. And pretty much the same can be said about Mostly. Ooh,
especially
361. 361 for Mostly. Nice.
Especially though with the higher seeds, like there are smaller factors. I don't know exactly how to say this, but the higher seeds, like very small things can separate 2 seeds from another. So like the skill level might be a lot more, say like with the lower seeds being 3 seeds apart would be a lot more than being 3 seeds apart from the higher levels.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty good observation. Yeah, pretty much just as you said, they are very close in skill and ability.
Yeah.
I mean, TwitchMasta has had a very, very good performance historically in tournaments. I tend to favor him quite highly in races, but in this race, I can't say that he's much of a favorite, if any. It's probably pretty much 50-50, or as close as it can be.
Also, both of these runners are very, very consistent. That's really what it comes down to. No Starworld, honestly. Just consistency.
And I guess the other thing as well is whenever you've got that level of consistency from both runners, it can come down to a couple of seconds either way. And those there crazy strats that save maybe 1 or 2 seconds might be the determining factor.
Yep. We saw that with Eric and Louis' race. He went for the really fast for it, which put him ahead.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive, I have to say. Both now just doing Castle 1, it'll be interesting to see just how optimal they decide to play it. TM actually was quite close to that Koopa.
Yeah, I saw him practicing that earlier.
He's shaking his head there. He got a 280. It was on pace for a very solid 281.
Yeah. Especially when he's waiting for the fireball, he doesn't bonk his head when he's doing those jumps, which saves a bit of time. So, how much exactly? I've heard how much would fire save on Morton? I've heard 8 seconds and I've heard 5 seconds.
Fire on Morton?
You fire him.
Normally I just ask TM this. Normally he's there in chat to correct me anytime I make mistakes, but I'm not actually sure. Instinctively, I think on the lower end, but I've never timed it. I just by how much we're talking, and two. If that was reference to the 281, I delayed that by like a good 5 seconds.
Solid World 1 from both of our runners. Now they're entering Donut Plans 1.
Absolutely. Yeah, TM there. Didn't die in World 1. That's the most important thing, right?
They actually use very different strats for grabbing that cape too. I'm not sure if any one of them is faster. It might just be their personal preference. And if one is faster, it's probably not by much. Just a couple frames.
Oh, sorry, I just wasn't reading between the lines there. No, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's one of the things about people typing, just if they've made a death, or if they've had a death, or they've done something really cool, is because inevitably that will be a spoiler. And if they're typing in the middle of a level, it usually means they've died. You don't get very many breaks to type during levels, if well, none basically. And joining us we have Danky. He's just going to be taking over for me from this match, but I'll be back next match and the match after to co-commentate alongside Danky. So thank you very much for the commentary as always, and have fun, you guys.
Okay. Bye, Ben.
Absolutely, anytime, man.
Yep. So you haven't missed much there. Oops, sorry. That was the stream. So both of our runners are in Ghost House now. Solid Donut Secret 1, normal exits from both of them. The Donut Plains is very simple. The hardest level is honestly probably Morton, just because of Morton Fly. But both of these runners are very consistent at that trick.
I couldn't agree more with you guys. I was listening when you two were talking at the beginning. This is definitely gonna be really tight.
Yeah, both of these runners are very close in seed. And even their PBs are 2 seconds apart. I think mostly got fast fly. I'm not very good at judging flight speed. I honestly just have to see what the in-game time is. Yeah, I think mostly got 50, and then TM got 49.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to judge watching other people's streams.
But like little things like that add up over time. Just maybe TM lost a second over mostly, but that second could play a big part later. Because as we've seen, like some of these runs have been within a couple seconds. And also, Danky, me and you had a race that was like a half second off our final times.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, especially like you were saying before, when you have so consistent and so close in seed and ability, you're absolutely right that those little tricks saving, 1 in-game or 2 in-game seconds here and there definitely add up.
Mm-hmm. Also, with no Starworld, there aren't many good places to get power-ups back if you lose them, so that's why I said no Starworld mainly comes down to consistency. Because making the smallest mistake could cost you your cape, and that would lose a lot of time. There are better places to go back and get cape earlier game, but especially Force of Illusion and Chocolate Island, there aren't really any good places that I know about, at least, to go get cape.
Yeah, so as expected, neither of them having any trouble with Morton Fly here.
Yep, 64 for Mostly and 63 for TM. Let's see what their split times are. Okay, they are just about 2 to 3 seconds apart. Very solid donut planes for both of our runners.
Done. I don't expect either of them to have any issue with VD1 either. Probably first level where we could potentially see a little hiccup, but at the same time, these guys are pretty solid. So
I know for a fact TM is very good at low percent also. So if he messes up, he'll be able to do the buzzy bounce strat. I'm not sure exactly what that's called. That's just what I call it. Yep. VD1. Oh, TM does mess it up. Oh, but he keeps speed going. Let's see if he can Fly up.
Nice.
Oh, that was a really good recovery from TM right there.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Beautiful recovery from TM there.
Yeah.
Practicing this a little bit before, and no issues. Very, very nice VS1 for
Oh,
Mostly.
it seems like TM didn't manage to get the shell. But he still does not have a bad VS1.
To the boring section of the run.
Yep. Now Mostly is entering Top Bridge, and he is in VS2 right now, or Vanilla Secret 2. These levels aren't very hard. Most of them are flyovers, but if you get cocky, you can accidentally fly too low and hit one of the enemies.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, especially with like, especially Butterbridge 2, which will be coming up in a few minutes. If you fly too low, you can accidentally
for
hit
sure.
one of those Super Koopas, and I've lost many runs to doing that. Okay, as expected, none of the runners had really any problem with VS2, and now they are both in VS3. The hardest level so far coming up will probably be Vanilla 4. That's not... Both of these runners will probably have no problem with it. The really only difficult part would be Reznor, because depending on the pattern you get, you can definitely get hecked by one of those fireballs.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we've said before, taking a death in Reznor in this fort is absolutely crushing, because you have to do the entire swim over again.
Yeah, and
from
that's
the start. So
just on a wing here, probably about 45 seconds, which is a ton of time in a race, especially for this category. But if they just get hit by Reznor, or in this level at all, and then grab their fire, honestly, if you're gonna lose cape in any level, this is probably the best level, just because in BB1 there's a cape you can grab about halfway through the level, and it doesn't lose, well, it loses time because of power-up transitions, but otherwise it doesn't lose any time.
Right, it's totally free in the auto scroller. Yep.
And also in BB2 there is a Super Koopa right at the beginning of the level that you can grab.
Reznor now.
Okay, kind of an aggressive Reznor for Mostly, but he seems to be taking it okay, and he didn't get hit, so good job for him. TM's entering Reznor. Let's see what these patterns are. Okay, good Reznor for
Nice.
TM.
No issues from either runner with the Reznor, handled beautifully, and it looks like that split.
Oh,
a little bit of flair, a little bit of swag from these guys. Gotta keep yourself occupied here.
the flyover here can actually be pretty risky. If you're not watching what you're doing. This level kind of sucks. I've said this before, it's a really boring level to play, but it's one of those levels you have to concentrate on everything you're doing. Just because it speeds up and slows down different parts.
Also, thank you to TNT for the $5 donation. Thank you very much, man.
Okay, flyover seems to be going pretty well for both of these runners right now. Yeah, a lot of these levels up here, especially the ones on Top Bridge, a lot of them can be very painful to take a death in.
Oh, yeah,
Especially
it's
and the fortress. Sorry, what were you saying? I kind of cut you off.
with you, especially on this level. You know, it's easy to get It's easy to get complacent in a level like this and, you know, focus on doing some flashy things, and this level is devastating. And I've done it. I've done it before.
I think we all have. Okay,
Both
they're
players
probably
on to
just
BB2.
They're, my guess would be they're about 15 seconds apart, which is still pretty close. Maybe not, probably not in 15 seconds.
Here, take a look here when Mostly hits the gate. Six on Mostly's timer for his gate, and see what TM is here.
Mostly got a 5:10, right?
About
Okay,
11
they're
seconds. TM's about 11 seconds back.
Yep. I'm interested to see what different strategies both these runners are going to go for in the second room of Ludwig, because there are multiple different ways to do it. The strat we've seen most people do, or at least I've seen most people do, is they grab fire and spin jump under the fireballs, but it seems like Mostly is going to do the fly strat, and he gets perfectly okay. Very solid room too. Oh, and TM is also going for the fly strat. I'm not sure how much faster it is. It's probably just like a second at most.
Yeah, it's not much, but very nicely done.
And
Both
if you
runners
scroll with
executed
fire,
the
it
fly strat
save
very
even
well.
more. Going for that. A really solid Ludwig for both of our runners so far. Seems to be going fine for TM2. He is going to be entering the fight in 1 sec. Enters the fight. Yep. Hopefully okay. Ludwig for both of them. Ooh, 2 golds also for Mostly. That was a really, really solid top ridge for him.
Very, very nice. Mostly's only he's only 2.5 seconds behind his PB right now. So
Yeah, both of our runners are actually on 33 pace right now, which we've seen a couple 33s. I think. And, oh yeah, TM is basically tied with his PB. He's only a third of a second off. Okay, I wonder if Mostly is going to be going for FOI1 wings. I've only seen a few people try it out. In a tournament match, it's kind of a risky strat to go for, though. I don't think Mostly is going to be going for it. Yes, he did.
Oh.
Unless he does a different strat for grabbing the shell. Nope, he's not going for it. Can't really blame him, though. It only saves about 5 seconds. I think. See, I've heard it only saves 5 seconds, but I've always felt like it saves more. Oh, but it seems like TM's going for wings. Oh, never mind. Flew right over the block. He had the setup for it, but he didn't go for it. Can't really blame him either, though.
All right, on to the dreaded clips for Mostly. Wishing the best of clips here for both runners.
This is honestly the first place in the run that can really separate. Oh, it seems okay. Mostly gets in first try. I didn't think he was going to make it in, but he was totally okay.
Nice. Mostly and TM both having very nice first shot clips.
Yeah. I love a race where both of them get first try clips because I don't like seeing a race that's lost because, or like someone wins a race just because of clips. I'm happy both of them got first try clips. Okay, Mostly is entering. Oh, sorry.
No problem, man. I was just gonna say TNT said that FOI wings saves 7 to 8 seconds if done perfectly. So.
Okay, I didn't feel like it saved 5 seconds. I felt like it was more than that.
Mostly having a little hiccup there, missing the pipe, no big deal.
Only like a second or two gone. Team gets in the pipe first try, so that's going to save a bit of time over Mostly. Okay, Mostly is doing a right fly now. Hopefully he doesn't mess this up because it's a very painful place to die. Especially the amount of time you have to go back, it takes to go back and get cape. I wonder if TM does die, he'll probably just no cape it. I know for a fact he does no cape in Starworld. And I think, yeah, he does no cape in Starworld, but he gets a right fly fine, so no need to worry.
Oh, TM losing his cape.
Oh, that sucks. Those statues can really be a pain in the butt.
You guys, I just want to thank TNT again for that donation. The only comment that he made, albeit a good one, was a heart. It's pretty appropriate, I guess.
Yes.
Also just popping in to say, coming up, we have Calco versus Rupert, and then straight after that, we've got Treeman versus Waldo, and those races will be back-to-back. So you got 3 races this evening, 1 stream. Good job, guys. Give it up.
Or great races too coming up. Those should be fun races to watch as well.
Yeah, definitely. Calco, or I shouldn't talk about other races when we're doing this. That's 3 golds in a row for Mostly. Okay, TNT, I mean not TNT, sorry. Twitch TM is about 2 seconds ahead of his PB. He saved about 2 seconds on that split. Oh, but he's gonna have
Getting pipe fly, no problem there.
Yep. Yeah, I was right about TM knowing no cape, no Starworld. He seems to be very, very good at the strats.
And no problem for TM there. Nice no cape strats.
Yep. It was really well done. Chocolate Island 1 is a really cool no cape level to see.
Grab the cape here, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably. Okay, yeah, he grabbed the cape.
A little close to that ear
Definitely
there
saves.
too, but
Cape definitely saves a good bit of time in Bob. And Chocolate Island. Oh, especially Wendy. Save time in Wendy.
so far both runners playing very well, but Mostly is locked in right now.
Yeah, Mostly's on a very, very good run right now. Same with TM though. Not sure how much time losing that cape and re-grabbing it and no cape in Chocolate Island 1 is going to lose TM. Hopefully not too much. Okay, Mostly getting the Steven strat. Oh, and he's skipping the gold tape. I mean, it's not exactly a bad decision, but, you know, anything can happen in a tourney match.
We saw, I forget what race it was, but the runners skipped mid-tape in Wendy and actually ended up dying in Wendy, and so that cost some time. And mid-tapes definitely hurt some runners.
Yeah, TM actually skipped it too. I honestly, I think, my own opinion, Wendy Room 2 is harder than Chocolate Island Room 3 and 2. So they might grab it in Wendy. And also, it's more like in the way in Wendy's castle, I guess. It's not. It's really hard to like if you'd have to climb back up the little tower to get the gold tape, basically. It's more out of the way in Chocolate Island. I mean, Chocolate Secret. Okay, Mostly's entering Wendy now. Let's see if he gets Crusher Skip. My guess is he'll be okay with that. Yep. Good Crusher Skip for Mostly. And a good Chocolate Secret for TNT. I mean, why do I keep saying TNT? TM. I'm sorry, we were just talking about him domating earlier, and I keep calling TwitchMasta TNT for some reason.
Nice Wendy fly from Mostly.
Yep.
TM getting Crusher Skip too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, TM is skipping the gold tape. I'm not sure if Mostly did.
I mostly did pick up the mid tape.
Okay.
A very nice Wendy fly from TM as well. Both runners playing very, very well.
Yeah. We've seen some more aggressive strats on these levels. That's kind of what you have to do with third times, because they each have 33s. You have to play a lot more aggressive to get PBs with third times. They both have very, very good times.
Mostly with another gold split.
Yeah, 4 golds in a row. That's a crazy dude.
Glod's over there. And TM actually, with that split, put himself into the green, so he's now also ahead. He's ahead of PB pace.
Yep.
Good run so far from both of these guys.
No major mistakes either from both of them. I think Mostly is just not trying to sound mean here. I think he's just been playing slightly better than TM. Just like we said, those little tiny things that you might not even be able to control very well, like flight speed, can really add up.
Gotcha, Runner Watcher. Thanks for the heads up, man. I'll delay a little bit. There with the grabbing that feather, but that's really no big deal.
Seems kind of disappointed about that. Oh, did he get the double despawn? Oh dang, he got the. Oh, he did get the double despawn, but he just decided to deboost through one of those boos anyways.
Looked like a good scroll from TM there.
I don't think he got the double, but he did get the single.
But he opts to deboost also.
Yep.
Oh.
I forgot to say orb. Should leave the call.
Alright, Mostly just into Vob 1.
Orb.
Oh, Mostly gets hit. Oh, and he dies to the mole.
Oh, Mostly
Oh,
losing his cape and getting pinched by a Mega Mole.
yeah. Those hitboxes really suck. He's still slightly in the lead, though. I'm not sure how much time does cape save over no cape? I think it's just like a second or two.
Manageable in this level.
Yeah. I wonder if Mostly's gonna opt for Sandbar. At this point, they're basically tied.
Just ahead? Okay. Add some seconds to the delay buffer here.
I think TM's a bit ahead now, actually. Oh, okay. He misses a fly a little bit, but so does. Okay, yeah. TM is
Mostly
definitely
going for a shell jump there. Just missed it, actually.
Yeah. Those quick wall shell jumps are very impressive.
For the secret
Okay.
cape.
That was a really sketchy sand cycle skip there for TM. He almost got squashed. I wonder if Mostly is going to go for sandbar. Doesn't seem like he's going for sandbar. Well, that was, I've never seen that cycle skip from Mostly. That was actually really impressive.
We get a good indicator of the gap now. TM into the pipe at about 30:23 on his timer.
Okay, yeah, he's going to be about 10 seconds ahead. A bit more than that, actually. 12 seconds, roughly. Okay, let's see if any of these runners go for the crazy fast Bob Ford strat. Probably, honestly, the most impressive thing in this game, in my opinion. Or, I shouldn't say that, but...
Oh, and TM
he
losing
loses his cape. Okay, I think... Oh, that's painful. That's painful. And just like that, I think they're tied now, because unless he just... Okay, he's not going to go back and forth at speed. Oh, yeah. Mostly's definitely ahead. That is really unfortunate,
cycle
though.
skip, very nice.
Yeah. We've still got Bowser left to go, though.
Yeah, this is insanely close heading into Bowser.
Yep. Just about 5 seconds apart, I'm pretty sure. Well, I want to see what fade out is. Get about 48 for Mostly. And 50. Oh, yeah, they're just 3 seconds apart. TM having a bit of trouble with Dark Room. Someone's gonna have to, I mean, Mostly's gonna have to choke in Bowser for TM to win.
Yeah, we got about 6 seconds here. It's about 6 seconds, so. Nice pair of insta hits for Mostly.
Oh, TM loses.
Losing cape. Just a tad late on that flight up. Just got clipped by Bowser.
Oh, that's rough. Oh, and he accidentally kills the Mecha Koopa. Oh, okay. That's very, very unfortunate. Oh, okay, okay. It seems as though Mostly has...
And Mostly having a little hiccup there too, losing cape as well.
It's going to take a bit more than that for TM to get back in the lead, though. Okay, that's game for Mostly at 34-16.
34-16.
GG, Mostly. That was such a sick race.
Yeah, that's a very impressive race time.
We'll see TM here too. It should be a as well, which is also a very, very good race time.
34:40. Only 24 seconds apart.
That was a heck of a race.
Yeah, it's back and forth all the way through Bob. Crazy race.
Alrighty, so while I set up for the next race, do you guys want to ask the racers if they'd like to come into live and have a little chat? We are only able to do it within the time scale of the credits, so it would just be a quick chat, and then we're on to our next race.
Okay.
Them want to come in and say a few things. Happy to have them.
Yep.
Oh yes, more than happy, of course. Yo, TM, commiserations there, that was
a terrible run.
A pretty close race.
That was a terrible run.
Alright, well, guys, feel free to talk to TM there, I need to get this set up.
No problem. I mean, it was still TM. I mean, you know, it was, you guys were, I don't know if you were watching the restream or if you were watching,
I was.
Going into pretty much the whole race, you guys were very, very close. And then going into Vob Ford, it was only difference there. So you guys really, really put on a heck of a show.
Yeah, it was crazy back and forth all through Vob.
I'm just bad at this game.
Even in a race, a 34:40 is a good time.
Yeah.
Did Mostly want to come in and
Oh, yeah, he just hopped in.
Hey guys.
You, welcome, congrats.
Such
GG.
a
Congrats,
race.
Mostly.
Thank you for the GG.
GG, man. You guys.
That was an awful run.
That was so close.
That was so bad.
I would be lying if I said my palms weren't sweaty. That was insane.
Yeah.
I thought I had just completely screwed it over whenever I lost my cape, or whenever I died even.
Yeah, when we all let out a gasp when you took that death in Vob 1 there.
Yeah, that was crazy because that, like, you were ahead by at least 15 seconds, and then that death put Team in the lead, and then you got ahead of him in Vob Ford, and then
That was insane.
That was an awful run.
It was pretty good up to Vob for both of us.
yeah.
I mean,
I lost Cape and Roy.
Oh yeah, I saw that, but I forgot about it.
And then first season media won.
Oh
Yeah, you lost Cape and Roy, but you had a beautiful chocolate 1, man. No cape strats.
can't believe that race.
How tight it was in the end. It was a pleasure to watch, guys.
I went like a full 20 frames earlier on the second hit of Cape Kill. That was so terrible.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane.